There is nothing like the vulnerability that can be felt while sitting in a stylist chair. Paired with cannabis, conversations are full of truth. So what better way to get to know extraordinary women and their relationship with Mary Jane than to slay with Puff and Parlay?
Riann Valentine, a woman who goes after what she wants and utilizes cannabis as a tool to get her there without losing her mind.
So Riann, tell us, how is life working with a fabulous Riann Valentine, who is also your mother?
How is it working with her? It's got its ups and downs, I would say. You know, a mother-daughter duo is always can be tense, and you guys know how intense she is. But I feel like it's great because she always brings out excellence out of the people she's working with. Like, she pushes you. Sometimes it's a little too much, you know, at times. But overall, I think it's made me better. And really
thinking back to when we actually first met, because it's been quite, we've known each other for a long time. How old were you when we were doing the TV show I Do Over on TV?
What year was that?
I think it was 2011.
2011?
Yeah? Or was it later?
No, that's about ish. Yeah, because I had just
really?
I remember turning 21 on the show. At home. And
what made you want to get into this line and working with your mother again from the time that you were young? What's the difference between now?
I think now I actually want to work with her. I've had that experience through my life. Just traveling, working. I think one of the big weddings, I should say the first time I got paid working for her.
Were you part of that?
When I first got paid, it was Jennifer, what's her name? She's the tall Williams. Thank you. Jennifer Williams. It was her wedding in 2007, and that was the first time, and that was in the Bahamas.
You were a teenager then.
Yeah, I was 17. I was 17.
So was it easy to take orders from your mother, or were you like,
in the beginning, not really, because I understood it was work. You know what I mean? Like, I understood I had to work to get money, and that's just, my mom's worked for herself my whole life, so I just understood that. But it was more so separating mother and daughter from like work, mother and daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was different because back then I didn't want to work. I mean, who wants to work? But again, it built me to who I am today. And so I've learned so much from 17 now. I didn't want to work. Wow. Work for someone.
Yeah, I think she was a good role model for that. Because you saw that like upfront, personal, worked through it, saw her work through it. So I think that, the value of seeing your mom do that is a life lesson that, you can't even pay for.
Yeah.
And it brought you guys to slay and glow and flow and Rod and Rich, all the things.
Yeah.
With glow and flow. Tell me, like, where did you guys and then went into Raw and Rich and Slay almost at the same time?
No, actually, so Raw and Rich is more of mine. Last year. Okay. So she's Slay after took me out. Like I was mentioning to you guys earlier, it literally took me out, and I was just like, whoa. But no, Raw and Rich started before all of it, and I kind of really took my time with it. So even though I really had legal documents and all that for like 5 years, and so because I had to take notes of like the business side, and then I got super overwhelmed with like taxes and all those things. I was like, girl, oh Lord,
hit me right here.
I was like, oh Lord, okay. So I was like, I called my mom and I was like, I really need your help, like, to handle the business side of it, because I'm like, I cannot do going forward.
And 5
now Slay,
kids.
Let's not forget that part.
And life
on top of that.
So she's really helped me with the business, the behind the paperwork and all that. So
tell us about
it was one of those things. Okay. That I was kind of like at home, and I think I was about 3 kids in, and I was just like, okay, 3 kids in
thinking about a business.
But I'll tell you why. Save yourself.
Please do tell.
No, but
excuse me while
I was literally like in just mommy mode. Like I gave it my all. Like I was like homeschooling, I was like Googling, I called for a teacher, I was like I need some more help. And so I was just so consumed with being a mom, and I felt like I was kind of like going a little stir crazy, because I was just like, this is it, day in, day out, and I was just like, I gotta find a way out.
This is not gonna be my life.
Yeah, I was like, I love my kids, and I love spending time. I love with homeschool. I love everything.
You never get a break.
I never get a break. Okay. So I just
super duper
woman, like it's not just superwoman, it's like we need a new title for you, because like 5 kids, business, entrepreneur, businesses, entrepreneur, like,
I mean, I'm definitely bit off a lot more than I could chew, but my life is really great. Like my life is really great. Like I might not be dollar signs where I want to be, but my core, my family, my circle, my business, like everything is like really good.
I love that you said that, because I think so many people mistake money for happiness. Although let's not lose it. It definitely cushions.
Takes out stress.
It does. But the fact that you are really owning in on, like, you're doing what you love, you're with your family, you're showing your kids, the same thing your mother showed you, which is a gift in itself. To be able to run your own businesses is very hard. It's not easy, but it is very rewarding at the same time.
The one thing that I like about homeschooling is the scheduling. They can go to the park early, they can be in extra activities. The sky is the limit. They get to travel. Like, to me, that is so much more educational, and that was something that I was raised on. I'm sure that we were traveling. I mean, I was in the Bahamas. I just at 17.
I mean, some of my best trips have been with DV. It's been work, but
but they're learning at the same time. We were just talking earlier about how you weren't even supposed to be a florist, but she ended up becoming the top in the department, like, of being a florist.
Let me tell you this, okay? So we would like be getting florals, and CeCe would get mad at me because I don't know the names of the flowers. I'm like, girl, I'm not a florist.
And I'm like, I'm not a florist.
And I'm not trying to be, but just get that pink flower. I don't know. Shoot. Well, it works.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, right? Yeah, Diane will definitely.
Yeah. So I've had a lot
of great in you.
Yeah, I took what I learned also as a kid, like those life experiences, in teaching my kids. Like, there's so much more than just this, and like you don't have to be in the box. And so that's just kind of how we live our lives, and I'm grateful that I've had those experiences, and so have my kids.
And you're able to just move around with your kids as need be, and they still get their curriculum, and they still learn, and they're not missing out on anything. No. In fact, they're probably like just loving life.
I was gonna say they are
happy kids.
They didn't want to leave the last fiasco. They were like, can we go back there? I mean, when we were all working, they were riding horses.
Yeah. Being a mother for you.
It definitely plays a role, because, like you said, 5 kids. But I don't take it often, or I don't want to say often, because that could be like once a week, or and then I don't do it for 2 weeks, or you know what I mean. So it's just kind of like when I'm vibing, or I'm like feel like I'm really stressed out. That's mainly when I take it and consume it, and once I have it, or if I feel overwhelmed, for the most part. You know what I mean? Like it could be very overwhelming, and I'm just like, I just need to chill, and I'll just do that. Take a little drink or a little gummy, and I'm good. You know.
Is that your preferred method?
Yeah, for sure. I stopped smoking it 2000 like I don't know, like maybe 10, 9 or 10, something like that. So I tried it young. I wasn't like heavily into it. I was for like a period of time, but then that was just like very short lived. Because then like I was like, you know, working and had to, you know, stay, you know, do what I had to do. You know, my mom was on me. And then I was young, you know, so I was just kind of like trying to figure out where I was gonna go. And then I just started using the gummies, or I think I started with brownies. And after that, it was way back.
Who made them?
You know what? I don't know.
Somebody.
Yeah,
maybe,
somebody.
Steffi Cakes?
Maybe. I would not be surprised. Yeah, it was, wow, now memories. Memories, no. Yeah, brownies, and then I remember like, my husband would also get like butters, and his friends would make them, but they were you know, it's all different. So I didn't necessarily like the cake part of it, but when they came out with the gummies and the drinks, I was like, this is a vibe. I'm like, this is it. Yeah. So that's my just preferred, and I just take a little bit. I don't need a lot. Like my tolerance is low, and I think because I'm not consistent every day, that it's low, which I'm grateful because I still am a mom. I don't want to be like out of my mind, but yeah, definitely when I'm stressed out, feeling overwhelmed, I'm like, I'm gonna just take a little thing, and that's it. And the day is great after that. All issues are gone.
Yeah. Nothing seems so stressful anymore, and it allows you to live in the moment. When you live in the moment, you see all the beautiful things when you just pause. You know? And I think that's what it does for me. You know, it pauses everything, and then it helps me, you know, be creative. And are you creative? I mean, clearly you're creative. So do you ever consume to be creative or just to relax?
You know what? I never thought about it, but no, I don't do it to be creative. More of the stress, but I do get more creative. And after consuming, I'm like very, like I'm ready to do things. It's almost like an energy drink.
Okay.
Right? For me, like I know people.
It's like a charge of life.
Yes.
a breath of fresh air.
Yes, all of the above. And I really have great ideas. Like after consuming, like I can clean my house. Like you said, like you're kind of zoned in, and you start. I'm a thinker, and I'm by myself a lot. Like. And when I say by myself,
I was like, are you really?
Let me rewind that. I'm by myself with no adults. You know, and so I can really just kind of like just focus on whatever it is. So even like being a mom and homeschooling, you know, if things are not working out, or like I see like a kid might be struggling, and I'm like, okay, let's go outside, let's do this, or let's play. Like let's not even do school anymore. Let's take a break and let's just. You know, let's vibe.
Yeah,
you know.
Let me tell you, because the school system will stress out your kids.
And you.
Yes.
You're going to be more stressed out.
I'm really thankful for you being here today. We're really thankful. It's no longer an I. We are a we.
Well, thank you for having me.
We really just, it's been a pleasure, you know, getting to know you a little more and just vibing with you, and again, taking the time out of your busy schedule because you are a busy woman.
Yes.
We just appreciate you, and the journey, you know, is kind of just begun for you.
Yeah, a little bit.
So it's exciting to see where this all goes. Much success to all your ventures.
Thank you.
And I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful to watch.
Thank you.